Hi, Enochian.org back again. Hi. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to get started with Enochian, those of you who have never looked into it before. See, most people that watch my videos have already looked into it, already done a bunch of research, but I haven't talked to the people who have just started or done videos about this. So my recommendation is to read the original diaries. Of course, not everybody wants to do that. We're talking a couple years of work here, but even if you peruse through them a little bit, you can find the originals online these days, and you can also find transliterations of them, which is nice because Dee's handwriting is a little difficult to get used to. And the Latin has been translated by a few people. Jeffrey James, for example, and I also recommend Joseph Peterson's works, as he's transliterated much of it. I say transliterated because, again, Dee's handwriting, but Joseph Peterson has typed out much of it, and it makes it far easier for us to read. So even if you're not going to spend a lot of time, at least peruse through them, look through them, browse through them, just find different sections that appeal to you and that are interesting. Also read some books on Enochian by more modern authors, but when you do, keep in mind that that's their take on it. And it's usually a bit different than what the Enochian entities told Dee and Kelly. So keep this in mind. It'll help to give you an idea of what to do, how to do it. And of course, I recommend my book, which is actually based on the originals. Definitely get my book. It's available on Amazon and everywhere else you can find them, and my website, of course, a little bit less expensive on my website. But also just reading my website works, and reading online works. And as I said, there are a few people who have put the diaries up online, which is very handy now. There is the True and Faithful Relation, which is pretty good, but that only covers a few of the diaries. Some interesting parts, yes, but not the most interesting. So you can check that out as well, the True and Faithful, and that is past the copyright, so you can get that one for free. If you're not used to Old English, oh well, get used to it. No, anyway, you can, and I believe I saw a post by somebody recently who shared their diary notes. Don't mind the birds in the background. Who shared their diary notes, which are basically him typing out True and Faithful in modern English. So you can check that out too, and I apologize for not remembering who exactly this was, but just do a little search in the Enochian groups on, I think that one was on Facebook. Also check out Reddit. There are many places online to check out Enochian, but overall, the best way is just to get to it, get to work. Just do something. Every little bit of something is worthwhile. Just reading the work, that gives you a little bit of an idea, but not much. You actually have to practice the work. That's how you learn magic and get better magic. It's actually practicing it. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, though, I recommend upping that a bit. But start with 5 minutes a day and just do it. I recommend starting with meditation to get yourself into the state. You know, turn off your phone, turn off electronics. A room by yourself, undisturbed if possible. Out in nature if you're lucky. You could try that approach as well. Depends on your atmosphere and what you're able to do. But you know, just get started. Just try it out. I've even in the past used a walk-in closet. It was a very large walk-in closet. But I did use that. And that was definitely a possible working space. So just get to it. Put up a divider in your living room if you have to, or if you have a bachelor apartment, just put a divider so you have a little closed off space for your temple. And then next up will be a teeny bit about the tools. Okay, see you from Enochian.org. Check out my website.